Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. They have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
And we're underway. It's gone out for a throw-in. Suchi. Oh, good interception. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
The Czech Republic seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Plays it long. And it's hoisted clear.
The Czech Republic have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Pretty cagey early on from both sides. He's got it, and he's got time. Goes for goal. And it's a goal! And South Africa take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
South Africa have an early lead. Good start. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Kaderabek. Aimed long and direct. Knocks it away. Schick. Kaderabek. Oh, good ball. Merida. Plays it out to the wing. What a throw in. Krejci crosses. And he just whacks it away. And the weighted pass. Krejci. Suchi plays it forward. Krejci hoists it high. Merida. That's sprayed out wide. Gets good distance on it. Could move up a gear here. That's inches away from being a really good ball. Krejci. Merida. Kaderabek. Out wide to the right. And now they can launch a counter. To the keeper and try something new. Kaderabek. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Merida. Out to the left it goes. And that's not going to reach. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. The crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Well, the crowd aren't happy. They wanted a shot and it didn't arrive.
chance to get it forward quickly. Barida. Schick. Shapes to shoot! Missed by a fraction. Schick. That'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
South Africa leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then. South Africa carrying a one-goal lead. Suchi. He's made sure that that won't get through. Now a chance to break. Schick. Kaderabek. And it's got through. Beautifully executed. Looks to set one up. Boots it to safety. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And the counter is on. Schick. Looking for space out wide. That'll be a goal kick. Time for a change in personnel. Just brushed off the ball there. Schick. Over to the left. Let down by a lack of accuracy.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Kaderabek. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Can he finish?
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of going for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. towards the flank. And he's cut it out. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
South Africa haven't made a substitution yet. Dinks one in. The Czech Republic are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Tries to stroke it through, gets it back, lobs it in gently. There are a few waiting for it. He's had a look. Oh, nice touch. Is it in? Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Quarter of an hour to play. Plays it out to the flank. Dochkal. Nicely controlled. Barida. Kaderbeck. Schick. Barida. Plays it out to the wing.
The Czech Republic are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
And he's going long. Here it comes. And that's been levered clear.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough...
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Danger averted for now. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Picture has a pop! No way through there. He's got away.
South Africa can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Dochkal. Oh, sweet feet. Deftly done. And that will be the final act. South Africa win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0.
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. We are in the port city of Porto, and this unmistakably the Estadio do Dragão. Blue, certainly the colour. And so, the national anthems. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
Well, we're on the way. Dominguez. Naismith. Robertson. Morrison. And it's Fraser. He's got away. Just brushed off the ball there. Gets it back. Cleared without complication. Drilled in long. Is it in? Oh, great save, real class.
Stephen Naismith is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Fraser. Naismith. Kearney. Goes long. And it's hoisted clear. It's a throw in. Great leap! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Out to the left it goes. Plays it out to the wing. Dink's going for goal! Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Scotland have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Oh, that's nice. It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. Played it short. Chip through. Yes, he is offside.
It doesn't take much sometimes, Peter. He has to adjust a little mistime run.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Cuts it out. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Over to the left. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Chance to play it in. It's a brilliant interception.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. The United Arab Emirates really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Battles to win it back. Kearney. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Tries lifting it over. And it's got through. Lovely bit of skill. Looks to drop one in. Dominguez. What a throw in. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Naismith. Naismith is demanding it out wide. Naismith. Puts it into the middle. Goals as yet. Here it comes. Play for a goal kick. Naismith spreads it towards the left. That's lovely. A real chance to break. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Kearney goes looking. Looking for space out wide. He's left his man. Shot a goal! Shapes to shoot. No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. We're underway again. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Out wide to the right. And it's Naismith. Oh, that's neat. Played into space out wide. Away from immediate danger. going to be pulled back for that one. Boots it to safety. Dominguez. Oh, nice touch. He slid it. The shot's on! It's there! The second half sparked straight into life. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Being played forward. Looks to thread it through. Keeper sees it all the way. Fraser. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
It's always a good time to register and lay down an early marker in the second half. They clearly had exactly that in mind and have gone about their business with absolutely the right commitment.
Over to the left. Fraser. Now it's Naismith. Pushes it out wide. He's through the middle. Oh, really tidy interchange. He'll have it in! What about it? Scotland are all square!
Scotland are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
Scotland grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
And it's got through. Aimed long and direct. Fraser, dashing forward at pace, going through. Fraser, goes for goal! In for the follow-up! Goal! Scotland! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Jim, your thoughts?
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Scotland go into the lead.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Plays it out to the flank. And he's onside. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Up to meet it! Oh, not the best of headers. Time for a change in personnel.
Oh, sweet feet.
Robertson. Forward it goes. Fraser. Half an hour gone in the second half. He's got away. Goes for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
James Forrest really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up. United Arab Emirates are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
It's Naismith! And no, he couldn't find the finish. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead?
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Played out to the right. Oh, he's asking too much with that. So, the manager making the last of his changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Tries to get it forward quickly, and it's Fraser. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Just brushed off the ball there. It's a promising run he's making on the right. He's left his man. Drives it in. Knocks it away.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Dominguez. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. That's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
Going for goal! stepped in. Aimed long and direct. Back into the middle. And that's been levered clear. Gets up to head it! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. And in the end, it got away. They just weren't allowed to build on their lead. They lost their lead, and they lost the game. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
The United Arab Emirates just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Wherever you are on this most pleasant evening, there has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. A moment of great pride, the anthems. They have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem, now to match it. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
And that gets things running. Forward it goes. And it's got through. Oh, that's nice. And that has been clubbed away. Could move up a gear here. Tries to get it forward quickly. Shapes to shoot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Aimed long and direct. Looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. He's left his man. Here it comes. There's no flag. Plays it out to the wing. Room for a shot. It's anyone's ball. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim? Fires it in low. Get it forward quickly. No goals as yet. Plays it out to the flank. Gomez. Lovely feet. Aimed in towards the centre. And he's going long. Boots it to safety. And it's been taken straight back. Into some space. He's got away. Plenty waiting in the middle. It is a corner. Forward it goes. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Well, it really is one cross after another.
Well, with a target to hit, why not keep up the supply? It's simple and efficient because they all know what they're doing.
Tries to get it forward quickly. 90 minutes gone. Tries to dink it in. Towering header! Oh, not the best of headers. Aimed long and direct. He's made sure that that won't get through. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Gomez goes looking. Tries to stroke it through. And it's got through. Dashing forward at pace. He's looked long this time. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Gomez. Tries to get it forward quickly. To the final 5 minutes of the first half. Hoists it high. Here it comes. Knocks it away. Repelled by the keeper. Real chance to break. Beautifully executed. Header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
He just whacks it away. There's the whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How would you review the first half?
It's been all left field, and while the supply has been decent, it's bringing no reward, so this needs a different approach.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we're off again. 0-0 then, and we're back on the way. Gomez. Aimed long and direct. Forward it goes. Lobs it in gently. It was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Played into space out wide. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. long and direct. Cuts it out, and back to base. Tries to get it forward quickly. A buccaneering run from the defender. Gets on the... Is it in?
He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
That's been levered clear, aimed long and direct. And that's been won straight back. And he heaves it forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Gomez. Long left, and still we await the breakthrough. Well weighted. Now the counter, and he's on his way! Gets good distance on it. Gets it back. And it's got through. Cleared without complication. So the ball's gone out of play, and a change is upcoming. It's gone a long way up and away. Dinks one in, played into space out wide. He'll have it in! Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And it's hoisted clear. Gonzalez. Well, it's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. Gonzalez. Into the box.
Paraguay are enjoying lots of possession, but they just can't find any penetration. Yeah, that's tough defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Gets his foot in there. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Paraguay showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And he's there to hoof it away. Final checks on the touchline. a change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Whipped it. He's gone for it! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. I mean, it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Going through. Gomez plays
Look,
it
this
forward
can
quickly.
still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Aimed long and direct. And the defence can get it clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's got away. Looks to dink one in. Away from immediate danger. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And it's got through. Gorgeous control there. In comes the cross. And that's been levered clear.
Paraguay showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Looks to thread it through. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And it's Gonzalez. Gonzalez. He spotted the run and played him through. Boots it to safety. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. into extra time we go. Out to the left it goes. And he just whacks it away. Comes the cross. He's dealt with that well. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. He's got options out wide. He's left his man. He's had a go! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Forward it goes. Oh, that's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Take by the keeper, he's read that well. Try cutting inside here. Pumps it into the area. Gets it back. And it's Gonzalez. And now they can launch a counter. Ball glued to his feet, back into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Aimed long and direct. That's it for the first period of extra time.
Yeah, it's still goalless, but will it be a refereeing decision, a mistake, or a moment of magic now that makes all the difference?
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? 105 minutes of football and it is still goalless. It is going to come down to one moment. Tries to get it forward quickly. Here it comes. Up to meet it! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Keeper's got good distance on that. accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Done very well to intervene. Now a chance to break.
Do they stick or twist? Caution or risk? You know what?
He's had a shot! Saved only by poor finishing.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Oh, good interception. And it's Gonzalez.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Going through. Has a hit! Oh, what about that? And that's got to be it! That has got to be it!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0. Gonzalez. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Forward it goes. Swung over. Knocks it away. And the referee brings it to a close. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. The Estadio do Dragão in Porto, distinctive in so many ways, by comparison with its Lisbon rivals. It's got the juices flowing, and now this. Norway have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I'd say the ability of Christian Eriksen makes him the standout player. He plays as a free spirit with licence to roam to his liking across the attacking third of the pitch. A craftsman and a very smart free kick taker too.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Victor Fischer. He's got options out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Oh, smart save. Whipped in. Knocks it away. And now the breakaway. Gets wrestled off the ball. Bieland, aimed long and direct. Here it comes. Massive leap! Good delivery, but no joy.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Victor Fischer. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Get that clear. Ball's gone out of play. Linus goes long. Looking for a decent ball in. Keeper goes long. He's made sure that that won't get through. Dinks one in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Kasper Schmeichel gets it upfield. Schöne. Norway yet to have a shot on target. Schöne. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Solnas. Just brushed off the ball there. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Can he put it away? Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Ericsson. He's gone for a throw-in. Now it's Fischer. Done very well to intervene. Looks to clip it forward. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Schöne. Deftly done. Drilled in low. And he heaves it forward. And it's been taken short. And he's there to cut it out. This is promising. Has a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Boots it to safety. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Going through. Gets it into the middle. Schöne knocks it away. And it's been taken straight back. Now surely. He'll have it in. And he's there to make a great save. Forward it goes. Goal now would certainly liven things up. And it's got through. Fischer shapes the shoots. Goal! Denmark! And Denmark score first. Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Denmark get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
It's got paid to a promising move. Help's available out wide.
He's gone for it! They've done it! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight!
An exhibition in how to finish with a minimum of fuss.
Denmark get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Schöner takes the long option.
Is it in?
Johansson goes looking. Linus. Ball's out on the left now. Looking for space out wide. Good idea, just poorly executed. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
The action is back on the way.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Linus. Solnas. Linus. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Aimed long and direct. Oh, good ball. Chills. The shot's on!
It's a goal! And the second half is off to a flyer!
Norway produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
Norway get themselves back into contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Oh, that is lovely footwork. Could try cutting inside here. Lovely bit of skill. Eriksson. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, good interception.
That's a more memorable moment, which was on the cards because they started this second half with good focus and energy levels, and now they've got incentive to chase another.
And out to safety. Gets it back. Linus. Played into space out wide. Towering header! No, he's got that completely wrong. Eriksson. Schöner. Eriksson. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, it's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Eriksson now on a hat-trick. Victor Fischer. And it's Fischer. Tries to stroke it through. Oh, it's opened up, shot at goal! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Clears it out of harm's way. Aimed long and direct. Looks to thread it through. And that's been levered clear. And out it comes again. Solnas. It's gone a long way up and away.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Vas. And it's got through. Vas. Header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out. Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's Fischer. Victor Fischer. Eriksson. Pushes it out wide. More than happy to take the muscular approach.
Denmark are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Victor Fischer has created one goal already. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Eriksson.
The leveller or the knockout blow. Either way, it's got to happen right away.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. Denmark probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
It's a throw.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Fisher. Forward it goes.
Denmark certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Well played, he saw that coming. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Fabulous entertainment, drama in spades, and no one would have argued with a draw, but they have lost it. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, they were posed with problems in wide areas and they couldn't find a solution to those wide defensive positions. Shocking, really.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin, that's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this.
They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation.
So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Costa Rica. We stand for the national anthem of Mexico. Mexico have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So it's down to business here. Herrera. Herrera. And it's Layu. He's got options out wide. He's gone for it! That is wayward.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Giovanni Dos Santos. Herrera. Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's going long. And it's got through. Campbell. Now it's Ruiz. Now it's Ruiz. Brian Ruiz. Campbell.
Costa Rica have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Campbell. And it's Ruiz. Brian Ruiz. Forward it goes. And the counter is on. Raul. Lobs it in gently. Ruiz! That
really should have hit the net. Giovanni Dos Santos. Still goalless at the moment. Deftly done. Dinked over the top. He's got that one wrong. Looks to clip it forward. Long and direct. Moreno goes looking. Guardado. Out to the left it goes. Throw it. Battles to win it back. And it's Ruiz. Out wide to the right. Here it comes. And that's been levered clear. Raul. Forward it goes. Giovanni Dos Santos. Raul. Raul, he's had a go! It's been taken short. It's a decent looking cross. And it's Guardado. He's got away. Crosses it in. Towering header! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough! And however many surrounded him, that is what he could do.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Campbell. Oh, that's nice. Oh, he's found him in space. Hits one. Really well taken goal. They have come roaring back. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Giovanni Dos Santos. Herrera pushes it out wide. It's a throw. Jimenez, great challenge. Tries to get it forward quickly. Brian Ruiz. Looking for space out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Forward it goes. Giovanni Dos Santos. Driving on, a real charge here. He's left his man. And it's hoisted clear. Campbell. Chance for Costa Rica to counter here. The referee brings the first half to a close. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. They come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Costa Rica get the second half going. Aimed long and direct. A buccaneering run from the defender. And that has been clubbed away. Brian Ruiz. Has a hit! It's anyone's ball. Forward it goes. Herrera. Giovanni Dos Santos. And it's Raul. Jimenez spreads it towards the left. He slid it through. It's gone a long way up and away. Brian Ruiz. Now it's Ruiz. Cleared without complication. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He just whacks it away.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Aimed in towards the centre.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those breaking passes just to spread the play.
Raul. Crosses it in low. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Flags up, he must have been offside. Vela. Costa Rica have just about everyone back and central.
Yeah, clearly they're trying to show strength to what the opposition have seen as a weakness.
It's a safety-first approach. And it's Campbell. He's looked long this time. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Raul gets it back. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Raul keeps everyone guessing. Chooses to go back. And he's there to cut it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Ruiz. A good challenge, stood up well against his man. Herrera goes looking. Giovanni Dos Santos. Those substitutions will be coming up pretty soon. And it's Herrera. Guardado. Layun. Crunching tackle. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, that is a terrific save!
Mexico merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
A really good feat.
Costa Rica showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Hoists it high. Could be thinking, Vela! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
What an adventurous run from a defender. Going through. Nicely controlled.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Raul. And help's available out wide. The defence can get it clear. And the weighted pass has a pop! Saved only by poor finishing. And it's Ruiz. Brian Ruiz plays it out to the flank. Looks to thread it through. Here comes the corner. Boots it to safety. Costa Rica to make one last surge forward. Crosses in a low one. Oh, and he's got good distance. Who's chasing? No, that's not the ball he wanted. Well played, he saw that coming. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Yeah, no daylight between these two sides, but I have to say, neither side really did enough to find a winner. They just cancelled each other out.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Herrera looks to dink one in. Managed to get it away. Guardado. Played out to the right. Place it into the box. Up to meet it! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Raul. He's got options out wide. It's got through and... Guardado. Keylor Navas catches it safely. Brian Ruiz plays it out to the wing. Oviedo plays it forward. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Look, he just has to read the situation quicker if he hopes to conquer that.
Moreno. And it's Layu. Hit into the middle. Shoots! That's a real chance missed. Moreno. Layu. Now what's he got in mind? Guardado. Clears it out of harm's way. Extra time reaches half-time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? He's left his man. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. The crowd appreciates good football all round there. Guardado, over to the left. Just brushed off the ball there, and help's available out wide. And it's hoisted clear. Could move up a gear here. He's got away. Great run on the overlap here. And play for a goal kick. And it's Raul. Jimenez proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Oviedo. Chip through. Herrera knocks it away. Tries the cross. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Well weighted. Guardado. It's Raul. Vela. Pushes it out wide. Played into space out wide. And that's been levered clear. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Going through. They need to get it in quick. That looks a good ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Lovely bit of skill there. Plays a clever pass. Boots it to safety. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
Now the time for brave hearts and strong minds. Right on the edge. Feel the moment. So, the first penalty. And he puts them one up.
Oh, that was a great strike. He just gave the keeper absolutely no chance.
Brian Ruiz with eyes on the prize. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
So, the second man in line. Great stop, keeper's denied him.
I think the keeper's done really well to save that, and he deserves a pat on the back from his teammates.
And he sticks it away. And he's put them two in front. Costa Rica can't afford to miss another one. Off the post.
Oh, that's so unlucky to hit the goal frame.
So the ball is placed on the spot. So can he do it? He's buried it, and he's won it! Shootout winners. It is such a compelling way to win, compelling and cruel, but they were so composed under pressure, and that was the difference.
Well, there's really nothing quite like the excitement of a penalty shootout, and they'll be absolutely delighted to have edged it their way.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. They have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this team.
So it's away we go then. Aarons. This is promising. Really good feet. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Played out to the right. That's lovely. Keita goes for the cross. Is it in? He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
And he just whacks it away. In into the middle. That's been levered clear. Aubameyang. It's Aubameyang. Out wide to the right. Koulibaly goes looking. Aubameyang tries lifting it over. Koulibaly knocks it away. And the finish! Ndiaye. Forward it goes. Decent early chances. It bodes well for an has a swing at it!
Goal! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Senegal take the early advantage. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Bruno Aquelmanga. Aarons.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Keita. Cut out in the nick of time. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Senegal just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Now it's Keita. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Out to the left it goes. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Now it's Aubameyang. And the counter is on. Aarons. Lemina. Bruno Aquelmanga tries to get it forward quickly. Pushes it out wide. Nicely controlled. Played it, goes for goal! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. I mean, it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off.
Mane. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's hoisted clear. It's going to be another throw. Great leap! He will be livid with himself. Lemina. And played for a goal kick.
half-time and still behind. They make something happen now. And it's Keita.
Shakes the shoots!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Aarons. Lemina. Bruno Aquelmanga plays it forward. Kalou. Kouyaté cuts it out, aimed long and direct. Good idea, just poorly executed. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Tries to get some...
Up he gets!
There's the end of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I'm sure the manager's talked the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Idrissa Gueye. So who's he picking out? Whipped in. Bruno Aquelmanga knocks it away. Koulibaly. Tries to get it forward quickly. And he just whacks it away. Now it's Keita. Played towards the front men. Kalou. Lemina. Now it's Aubameyang. Dinks one in. Aubameyang. He's left his man. Aubameyang! Saved only by poor finishing.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Mane looking to get on the end of this. And it's been taken straight back. Forward it goes. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Chasing the game, trailing by one. Aimed long and direct. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Looking to shoot! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Aubameyang really improvised cleverly there. His quick thinking almost paid off in real style.
Forward it goes. Gets his foot in there. Out for a throw-in. It away.
get that clear.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Aarons. Bruno Aquilmanga. I think first substitutions will be coming up pretty soon. Tries to get it forward quickly. Keita. Has he picked him out? Clearance and very necessary. Forward it goes. And it's Mane. It's a brilliant interception. Bruno Aquilmanga. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Keita tries to stroke it through. Mane. He's had a shot!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Very well to intervene. Mane. Throwing. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Now it's Mane.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Looking for space out wide. Lovely bit of skill there. Mane puts it into the middle. That's been repelled. Koulibaly. Over to the left. Lobs it in gently. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Gets it upfield. Idrissa Gueye plays it forward, plays it out wide. Mane going through. Chills one in. Oh, and he's got good distance. Who's chasing? Whistle's gone, that's foul. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Plays it out to the wing. Idrissa Gueye. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. There's a long ball.
Shot at goal! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last!
time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Mane. Ndiaye. Aimed long and direct. Keita has it in a wide position, so what next? It is going to need 30 more minutes, no winner after 90.
Yeah, this has been a hard-fought game, Peter. There's been a healthy dose of drive and ambition, and sometimes that isn't rewarded with goals, just like this one. I've seen a lot worse, though.
Fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. Into extra time we go. That's a Babia. And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. And he just whacks it away. Aubameyang. He's got away. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Plays it out to the flank. Now it's Mane. Ndiaye. Looks to dink one in. That's overhit. Aubameyang needed to come up with a better ball.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Aubameyang. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's Aubameyang. Played out to the right. He's left his man. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Dinks one in. Swept in. Going for goal! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Aubameyang duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Keita tries to get it forward quickly. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. The crowd appreciates good football all round there. Koulibaly. Aubameyang. Lemina. Mondi. Keeper goes long. Could be thinking about a shot here. Can he finish? And in it goes!
Oh, this is a real show of character. Rather than let their heads drop, they've stood proud and fought hard. Brilliant.
Well, you've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
This is quite a battle. Lemina. Mondi. It is now or never. Time is against them. Hoists it high. And the ball is out of play. Wrestled off the ball. Bruno Aquilmanga.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
It's Aubameyang. They are right into last chance territory. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. Right on the edge. Feel the moment. They could really do with scoring the first penalty.
And he's found the net.
Well, it's never easy to step up and take a penalty, but he slotted that home with authority.
And stepping up, the skipper. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line. Oh, no!
Oh, I feel for him. It looked like placement precision.
Keita is second man up. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Good penalty. Completely wrong-footed, the keeper.
From one behind. No, it's been saved!
He's so focused there. Fantastic save.
Senegal with this chance to pull two clear. Keeper's read that beautifully.
That's a lovely stop from the keeper. He's done his teammates proud with that one.
So this one to restore parity. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, that's great concentration from the keeper and a wonderful save.
Senegal have the chance to pull away here. And there it is, the decisive kick. So in the end, heartbreak, a few of them inconsolable. But this is what footballing fate had stored up for them. It is nasty.
Oh, commiserations, the definition of penalty heartbreak, and part of the game that we find irresistible. Total emotional despair for them.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.